So, you got your little tiny whoop. You decide, get that shit out of here. I'm done with it. Get one of these. You say, it's time to fly a real drone. You take it outside. You throw into a tree within 60 seconds of taking off. And now you need to fix it. Well, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I fixed it. It works. So, we're doing a review before we break it. We got an Express LRS receiver, duct taped into the back, or sorry, electrical taped into the back. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Nicked up the propellers a little bit. Got the nice run cam ant sitting there in the front. What else do we have here? 200 milliwatt VTX, 25 by 25 board layout. Planning on putting some form of HD system in there because 25 by 25 or 20 by 20. Already messed up a propeller, fixed it, bent the motor post back into shape. Don't worry. Results may vary. We got nice little light ups on the arms. I appreciated that the first time. Plug it in. I've got the beeper set up. It gets real mad when it doesn't have RF connection. It's fine. Don't freak out. Yours isn't going to do that when you set it up until you set it up. Speaking of setting it up, when you install your receiver and then you go outside and you fly it, it flies, and then you might bring it back and plug in your second battery, and then all of a sudden it says, hey, yeah, bud, guess what? You got to go plug it into beta flight, and you're not gonna have a fun time. Not really, but you're gonna have to like reset all the shit that you just did, because mine decided to let me fly it. Came back in, plugged in a second battery, no on-screen display, no nothing. Told me to go fuck myself, to be honest. Came in the house, plugged it into beta flight, got a message saying I had to update my configuration or some shit, and then it decided to reset all my stuff and like unbind from the receiver. So the receiver was no longer bound to my remote or anything, even though I just flew it. That was fun. But other than that, flies great. Do all the little tricks that you want. Got some flight footage. I've got the crash where I fucked up this motor. You'll see that later. If anybody has any questions about it, there's not too many things to be answered other than like the size and specs. Like, I don't have a gigantic hand, so it's not as big as you think. Here's a tiny hawk on top, so if this is 75 millimeters across, whatever, it fits within the posts of the motors, so that's kind of cool. It's still quite small. It's agile. I enjoyed flying it until I bent the motor, and then I had to fix that. Top mounted battery doesn't look too bad either. Got rline 550s, yeah, and Beta FPV Express LRS module. I'll complain about that later. There's also the Beta FPV Express LRS something, what is it called? Nano RX 2.4 gigahertz. It installed really easily, but I couldn't get it to update. It's not a big deal for me, at least, because they're the same 2.0 installation, so I didn't have to worry about that. If you have like a happy model receiver, then it's on 3.0, and then you buy this Beta FPV Express LRS receiver and it's on 2.0, it's probably not going to bind. I don't believe it's going to bind. You can go watch a video on Joshua Bardwell's channel, and he'll show you how to fix that, because that's where I learned how to try to fix mine. But since it bound, I just stopped bothering, because I just wanted to fly it. Yeah. Other than the last little thing I wanted to mention, like, it comes with all this stuff. It's nice. It's got like a bunch of rubber bands, nice little zap straps. I used one of the zap straps to attach the Express LRS module to the arm, and that fits pretty good. I'm worried that I'm gonna like grind it along the floor while I'm landing, but that's fine. Got some stickers. Comes in this box. Obviously doesn't fit in the box with the props on. That's fine. Put the wrong thing over there. Cool. What else was I gonna say? Cut. Okay, so I'm sitting here editing the video and I realized that this fucking SD card wasn't formatted and now it's fucking useless. So I don't have the crash, I don't have any of the DVR that I had all week, and now it's like 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna go fly my fucking drone in some sketchy alley because I need flight footage for this fucking baby ape flying around and doing cool shit, I guess. But it's gonna be dark and it's not gonna be fun, so it's probably gonna be like dark out now and then like not dark later in part of the clips, so it's gonna be fucking annoying. Okay, see you later. Okay, we're gonna do the range test and then we're just gonna do another up this street test. I've already done this. I made it to like, there's some porta potties up there at the construction site. I made it there last time. We're gonna redo it for the camera. Hopefully there's no cars. It's like 2 in the morning. Okay, well, I hope this is recording. Is it? Yeah, it is. We crashed, as you can see. I had to run all the way up the block. A car was coming, so I literally had to stand in the middle of the road and fucking rescue the helicopter by flying it back to me while this guy was driving right towards me. I felt like an idiot. But yeah, okay, we're almost back to the launch location. I just had to walk pretty far. I should have just turned around when I got to the porta potties. I knew that was my limit, but I went a little further anyway. Okay, we're gonna do one more little fly, just make sure everything's all good, and then we're gonna be done for the night because it's fucking late and I want to have a smoke. Okay, that's the end of the flight footage. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me have to go for a walk and crashing into a tree. We're going to get back into the rest of the review in just a second here. Oh, yeah, that was it. The up tilt on this camera isn't... I'm sure people have told you this if you've watched another video, that the up tilt is almost non-existent, especially apparently on this one. If I push it any harder, I'm just going to break it. So it doesn't go up very far. I don't know why that is. It's these plugs in the back. But other than that, you've got your dipole, but it's got a UFL connector on the 200 milliwatt VTX, and the 20x20 standoffs makes it easy to get something better. Like you get your Foxy or Reaper in there, you can get your Rush Tank Solo in there, you can get if you take the VTX out, you can get like Walk Snail and digital in there. That's pretty cool. I'm planning on trying that in the future. I don't have it yet, but I got my Sky Zones. That's pretty cool. Maybe I'll do a review on that if anybody cares. Yeah, soldering up to the board wasn't that hard. It comes with a nice... Don't worry about it, I lost it, I guess. Came with a nice board layout diagram with all of your little wiring spots. If you've never bought, if this is your first like bigger drone and you're used to flying, like again, little micro whooplet, you're gonna need regular batteries. And if you're gonna need regular batteries, then you got to get, you know, a regular charger that goes up to 2S. So this is the give a mouse a cookie of drones. If you buy the drone, then you're going to need 2-cell batteries. And if you buy 2-cell batteries, you're going to need a 2-cell battery charger. And if you get a 2-cell battery charger, you might as well get a good one. So, oh, and then if you want to upgrade your goggles, then you know you're going to have to get like something like this, and then you might as well have something good to charge it with. So, all in, you're probably looking at like, what's this, 80 American dollars, 90 American dollars right now. It's like 120 Canadian dollars. These are a couple of bucks. I paid $40 for that, $45 for that, and that was on clearance for 10 bucks. So honestly, it's all in all, that's not bad for the total grand price of, I'm not going to do math right now. Yeah, I think that it's a pretty good deal. It flies really good, does power loops. This doesn't do power loops. Get the fuck out of here. What are you even doing? Other than that, I think that if you were looking into something where you wanted to like test out your merit and install your own, you know, Express LRS, you're new, or even if you're not new, you know, just getting in this little board, it's not a bad time. It was pretty easy with the layout. It'll tell you exactly where to go. This side of the board is pretty fucking cluttered. Like look at that rat's nest in there. That wasn't even me. Like straight up in there, that's just all straight out of the manufacturer. That's Darwin's doing. But yeah, no, if you're gonna pick this up, guaranteed you're gonna need more propellers. Don't be like me. Don't buy one fucking drone and not buy more propellers like an idiot, I guess. And seeing how I dented or bent the motor post immediately and then had to use a pair of pliers to straighten it out until it popped. Magically fixing it. Don't take my word for that's how you fix it, because apparently it's not. It just worked, and it was an act of desperation. And the other thing is when I crashed it, this little screw right there, can't really see it. Yeah, you can. There we go. It's stripped as I ground it along the floor because that's where the motor hit, and I guess it just went whoosh. Yeah, so now I can't get that screw out, and I hope I don't need to change that motor soon. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to, like, replace the whole arm? I don't want to have to replace the whole arm. That's stupid. I'll just drill out the screw with a Dremel. Fuck that. It'll be easier to do that than have to worry about anything else. But, okay, this is already getting kind of long. Shit. Okay, well, that's Darwin. He's pretty cool. Baby Ape Pro. Go buy it. Thanks for watching to the end of today's video. Here's your treat. Here's your trick. And there's his treat.